Most Edison wax cylinder recordings you may see are black and look something nearly as good as this. But it wasn't always like this. In the 1890s, wax cylinders actually a little something like this. This is, let me look at the date. This is an 1893 wax cylinder, and I'm surprised it looks this well. It plays really well too, but you can't really understand what they're saying because I don't have an Edison automatic reproducer. But as you can see, there's nearly no mold, nearly no surface mold, except for a little bit on the inside. But overall, it hasn't been touched and plays very well, which I'm going to show you. But let me show you something first on how mold actually grows onto these cylinders. So first you start out with this nearly good looking cylinder, almost nearly no mold. You just recorded on it and you want to save it for years. But let's say you accidentally touch it with sweaty hands or hands with moisture. Then it's going to start developing mold splotches all over it, something like this. And then if it keeps growing and growing and growing, it'll start to get really, really deep into the wax. And on the inside is where it really grows, as you can see, because this is where you've touched it multiple times. To prevent this from happening, keep your cylinders dry and do not touch the surface, because that is what really starts mold growth. Now let me show you what each of these cylinders sound like. This is my 1903 Thomas Edison cylinder phonograph, which is what we're going to use to play the records. This is the one from 1893. Let's play it. Now let's play this one that has a bunch of mold growth. As you can see, this is an example of what not to do and versus an example of what you should do. Now, just for fun, I'm going to show you what a really good cylinder sounds like. This is a later model of the other cylinders that I showed you. This is Christmas Morning at Clancy's by Steve Porter. Okay, and this cylinder would be referred to as Edison Gold Mold.
See the Christmas tree. There it is.
So as you can see how the history of audio, how complex it was, and how keeping these cylinders wasn't really too easy, and how some of the audio wasn't really savable unless you got rid of all the sound. The more you know.